Hello, friends. Welcome to Level Up with Debbie Neal. I am your host. There is nowhere I would rather be than right here, right now with you. This podcast is all about leveling up in all aspects of our lives. Thank you for being here. I am so grateful. I'm excited to be on this journey with you. Together, we are leveling up. You ready? This episode of Level Up is brought to you by Transistor.fm. You want to start your own podcast? We use Transistor.fm to publish each episode of Level Up, and they help us distribute it to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and more. It can seem complicated to launch a podcast, but Transistor makes it super easy to get set up and start posting. They also give us stats on our most popular episodes. I love tracking the analytics and seeing which episodes you guys are loving the most so I can create better content for you. So if you have a podcast idea and want to get started, you can use Transistor as your host account, and you can get 15% off your first year when you sign up at transistor.fm/levelup. transistor.fm/levelup. Again, that's transistor.fm/levelup for 15% off your first year. Hello, my Level Up family. Last week, we spoke about winning in the dark, and there is no such thing as an overnight success. What you see in the spotlight was won, and it was built in the dark. It is the time in the dark that we must know there will be a time that we will shine. The light will be bright. You are building something that has the potential to change not only your life, but the lives of other people, to empower others, to make a difference, to level up your life. You must be willing to work and to win in the dark. In the dark, you will spend some time digging deep, discovering who you are, discovering what you're made of, and this is where you win your mindset. Okay, which transitions us, because mindset, into today. Today, we're going to get back to the law of attraction. Now, I say back to, but everything that I speak about is like the law of attraction, what we think about, what we feel, what we're projecting out into the universe is woven into everything we create and everything that we don't create. Okay. So the law of attraction is beyond powerful. It's always working. Our thoughts create our life. So whether you're aware of it or you're not aware of it right now, at this very moment, the law of attraction is creating your life. Our thoughts are powerful. What we think about, we bring about. What we focus on expands. Our thoughts create our beliefs. And then our beliefs, they create our actions. And our actions create our life. Our level of success, our level of abundance, everything that is in our life, we have attracted into our life. Everything that is coming into our life, we are attracting. We call our life into existence through our thoughts. So think about this, okay? There is a statistic. I always say that name wrong, so I have to stress it, okay? There is a statistic. 1% of the population earn 96% of all the money earned. Now, this is not a coincidence. It is the secret. Okay. It's the power of our thoughts. Successful people have their dominant thoughts of success, abundance, prosperity, wealth. So I read the book, The Secret, in 2006. I've mentioned this. I don't even know on how many podcasts. Okay. And I've read it hundreds of times ever since. It's like my reset button. It's my go-to book. It's like I carry that with me. It's my cliff notes to life. It brings me back, like it centers me. It reminds me that the power I have over my life, over my thinking, over my results, over my success. So now with that said, okay, I believe God is the source. I believe in my faith and the ultimate plan for my life. Okay. But at the same time, here's what I believe about the law of attraction. My energy, my thoughts, that's like my part, right? Having faith is about our thoughts. Having positive, abundant thoughts. If we had full faith, like full faith in your success, full faith in, leveling up, like, why would you worry? Why would we be scared? Do you know how many people say that they have faith in life and then they don't see themselves as successful? We were all born to be wealthy. Success and prosperity is our birthright. It starts with our thinking. People who are wealthy, people who are successful, they think about wealth. They think about success. They draw it to them. They don't think of failure. They don't think of scarcity. Now, does that mean we don't experience failure? That doesn't mean that these thoughts don't creep up from time to time. Failure's learning. Negativity is going to come in your mind. So what did you just hear me say, a few words back? That's when I re-listen to The Secret. I put it on. I play it. I read it. You guys, I teach this stuff. And then all of a sudden my mind could go down, a spiraling road. So failure's learning. It's lessons. It has value. So successful people, their main thought is wealth and success. Okay. We are a transmission tower. We are a magnet. We attract and we draw to us what we think about. Like, really think about that. Like, I know that to be true, and yet I teach it. And sometimes, again, I don't always have the most positive thoughts. The great thing is they don't last long because I immediately know what to do to fill that. Our power is unlimited. It works both ways. So think about it. Have you ever had a thought that created worry or doubt in your mind? Okay. So of course you have. We all have. But what happens when that happens? Gosh, we have that one thought and then we build on it. And then we continue to think of more things that support that thought. More thoughts of fear, more thoughts of doubt. And then all of a sudden the situation gets worse by the second, when in reality, we have the power to instantly turn that thought process around. This is a process. This takes awareness. It takes deliberate consciousness. Have you ever read the book, The Secret and the Power? Okay. So I know that I've referenced them before. They're a must. You would think I was on Rhonda Byrne's payroll. Okay. Because I talk about it like it's the best thing in the world. And we always say, word of mouth, stories tell, testimonials sell. The reason why I praise it and share it and love it and believe in it and feel compelled to tell you about it is because it changed my life. They're a must. They're gold. Our mission is to level up. Our goal is to make our life the best it can possibly be. It's time to take complete control of our thoughts. If you think about it in your mind, right? Whatever that is, make it your biggest thought. Make it your most dominant thought that consumes every inch of your brain, because we can attract it and we can create it in our life. Our thoughts become things. So say that to yourself over and over and over. My thoughts are things. My thoughts are things. My thoughts are things. Our biggest thought is a magnet. So what do I mean by that? The thing you think about the most, you keep drawing that to you and drawing that to you. So what is your biggest thought? What are your biggest thoughts that consume your brain? Do you have a goal? Like, focus on it. Think about it. Dream about it. Visualize it. See it. Think about it as if it has already happened. Feel the gratitude. Feel how your life is as a result. Feel empowered. Feel the joy. Is there a car you desire? You ever notice this? So like when I was going, there was a car in my company that like you can aspire to earn. All of a sudden, like this is before I got to that level, I thought about it. I was on the road. I saw tons of them. You ever notice that? Like when you start to think about something, you see it all over the place. So there's a car you desire. What model? What color? See it. Believe you're there. I remember before I earned it, I went to the car dealership and I sat in it and I was like, I know I'm going to, earn this and I'm going to sit in it. And luckily I knew the car dealer pretty well because I sat there for an hour. Like I saw myself. I saw the steering wheel. I saw the leather. I saw the interior. I saw the car. Like I felt myself cruising in it. Okay. So if there's a car you desire, see it, feel the gratitude. Like already, do you know what it smells like? Is there a certain level of income you desire in your life? What will it do for your life? See it, feel the gratitude, write yourself a blank check. So like I know on The Secret, you can go onto Rhonda Byrne's website. Like there's a blank check from the universe you can print out. What is the level of income you're looking for? Whether that's a year, whether that's next week, whatever it is. But like focus on it, see it. See the numbers. You ever have so for example, like a number that you focus on all the time. So for me, my first child, she was born on 11/14, but there's so much like history with that number, family stuff. But I don't know, every single time I always look at my phone at 11/14, even if I don't plan on it. And it's because I'm focusing on that number. I'm subconsciously focusing on that number. It shows up everywhere. Okay. Is there a new home you desire? Gosh, find it. There's so many things we did an episode talking about vision boards, like find the exact home. What does it look like? What's the size? What's the model? Does it have a porch? Does it not have a porch? Is it by the water? Is it on a cul-de-sac? What state is it in? Know this, be specific. Focus on it. See it. Already see yourself walking through the front door. See yourself cooking in the kitchen. Our imagination is blank. We get to fill it. So we can fill it with nonsense. We can fill it with negativity, or we can fill it with every single thing we desire. Like finding the love of your life. Have you found the love of your life? What does that person look like? What qualities do they have? Create that in your mind. Focus on it. Think about it, but think about it in a positive way, in a joyful knowing, in a knowing way. When I started my business, okay, I was new to my industry. I had zero experience. I never sold a thing in my life. I had no idea who would judge me, who would join me, who would laugh at me, who would cheer me. All I knew is that I felt it to the absolute soul, my soul. I felt it. My thoughts of success dominated my thinking. My thoughts, they became my beliefs. I was like, if I could think this, I believe I'm successful. The strong, deep-rooted beliefs inspired me into action. When we don't believe, you know what happens? We don't take action. And we don't take action because the underlining thought is we can't. We don't have what it takes. It won't work. It happens for others, not for me. We're not ready. I'm not ready. So we focus on lack and fear, right? And why would we take action if our dominant thought is, our underlining belief is we can't? You're not going to take action. You might as well sit on the couch. You might as well scroll through Instagram. You might as well compare yourself to other people. Why bother? Why put in the effort? Our thoughts create our belief. Our beliefs create our actions, and our actions create our life. So do you see the cycle? So here's the thing. Whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, you're right. I believed I could. That was the biggest battle. Our success is first earned in our mind. Then we bring it to reality. The right people, the right circumstances, all of it. It came to me. I expected it. I believed it. I was open to it. All I saw was success, abundance. Now, does that mean it wasn't work? Absolutely not. It was work. It's still work, but I love it. It takes actions, intentional, deliberate actions each and every day. But to me, it feels effortless. Why? Because it's inspired action. I'm in love with my life. I'm in love with what I'm creating. I'm in love with where I am. I'm in love with where I'm going. I know that the rest of my life is the best of my life. I know that I haven't even hit an ounce of the success that I'm going to create in my life. My thoughts are of love, of success, and abundance. If you want to change anything in your life, it starts with your thoughts. See yourself living in abundance. See yourself living your dream life. See yourself driving the car you desire. See yourself in the most amazing relationships. What we focus on expands. Most people think about what they don't want in their life. And every single one of us, okay, do it from time to time. My friends, I have spent almost 16 years dedicating my life to personal growth, to development, to expansion. And all of a sudden, my mind gets a thought also. I'm human. And then that thought, it invites friends to the party. And then before I know it, I have 100 of little negative minions running around in my head. And this is why I cannot stress it enough about The Secret and the Power. At that very moment, I'm listening to it. I'm reading it. I'm getting my thoughts. You know how a little kid has like a binky, a pacifier? Okay. It calms them. For me, it's like, let me feed my mind positive because you're getting out of my head. You're not living there rent free. It's time to take our thoughts from I don't want thinking to what we desire. Think about it. Have you ever worried about not meeting the right person? Right? So that becomes a dominant thought, which is low vibration. It breeds scarcity. It takes away from our confidence. And as a result, people settle. They start thinking there's no one out there. I'm getting older. Like, stop. Know your worth. Change your thinking. Build yourself up. See a line down the block and around the corner waiting and wishing they could be with somebody like you. And I'm not saying this in an arrogant way. I'm saying it in a loving, powerful, abundant way. When you know your worth, when you know your power, when you believe the world is yours and we're surrounded by amazing people, then you know that everything is done in your highest good and you have a different level of energy. Okay. Because low vibes. Okay. When people with low vibes about belief in a relationship, they end up getting into a toxic relationship. Okay. And they end up like lowering their bar. Have you ever really wanted to take your business to the next level? And these thoughts enter your head. I'm not ready. What if it doesn't happen? The world is crazy. People around me aren't succeeding. No one is running. Like, stop. Literally stop. I love you, but stop. You are attracting more of that into your thoughts. Success is won in your mind. If you continue to say no one around you is succeeding, poof, all of a sudden you'll be surrounded by underachievers. That's where the universe comes in. They're a genie. Your wish is my command. So why? Because we attract what we think about. If you say out loud, no one is running, business is slow, it's not just me, the universe is going to say, you're right. I'm here to support your thoughts. You're right. It's not just you. You keep ordering like-minded thoughts to your reality. Change your thinking, change your life. I recently did an episode on world-class thinkers. They're constant creators. We see what we want. We speak of what we desire. We don't see what is. Okay. We know the secret. It's first created as a vision, a thought, a belief. That creates our outer world. On the contrary, have you ever seen like a leader on a mission, like somebody who you know is going to the next level? They're growing, they're expanding, they're leveling up, they're really moving. They're movers and shakers, okay? And they say things like, oh, it's done. Like, it's done. Done. It's happening. You don't even need to see their documents of activity, their numbers, whatever it is, whatever business you're in, okay? You feel their confidence. And as a leader, I speak it for myself, as a leader, as a coach, I know when someone is taking their business to the next level because all of their thoughts are, yes, I can. Yes, I will. Yes, I am. It's happening no matter what. They're excited. They're full of joy. And all of a sudden it appears like everything is falling into place. The world, but that's not, they got centered. Their thoughts fell into place. They took control of their thoughts. They channeled their positivity. And then all of a sudden the world is conforming to their thoughts, literally. Okay. So when I listen to people tell me their goals, and for that matter, I talk to myself, right? I'm assuming you talk to yourself. You put goals out there. The energy around the words is all the difference. Words are meaningless, right? Without the energy behind it. The energy is a result of our thoughts. So here's the thing too. Like when people say, I don't know, I'm doing this or I'm doing that. I believe in all of you. I believe in you. I'm here because I believe in you. I put this podcast together because I believe in you, but I don't believe everyone, because sometimes when people talk to me, I don't feel their conviction. I don't feel that they believe it. Okay. So does that make sense? It's the feeling behind the words, and that stems from our thoughts. The universe doesn't know or translate our thoughts into positive or negative. It just adjusts and conspires to our thoughts. If we continuously think, I don't make enough money, I don't make enough money, boom, the universe hears it and grants your wish. You will continue to make not enough money. If you're thinking about your debt, which creates negative feelings about your debt, you're attracting more debt to you. If you're thinking, oh my gosh, I really have to get my business going, I really want to succeed, I really want to make more money, we may think this is positive, right? But I'm here to let you know, no, it isn't. When I first read The Secret, this was one of the biggest eye openers for me. Like if we say, I really want to lose weight, or I really want to get healthy, or I really want to make more money, and I really want leaders on my team. Our thinking is wanting, not expecting, not receiving, and we keep ourselves in the wanting zone, okay? Wanting is one of the lowest vibration thoughts and energy you can create in your life and certainly in your business. It's low energy. It keeps us wanting versus expecting and feeling the joy of knowing that it is ours. So focus on exactly what you want. Like be specific. Fill your mind up with all good. A few episodes back, I talked about vision boards. Do you have one? Do you look at it every day as often as you can? Here are some examples that we don't even realize that we are attracting the very thing that we don't want in our life. Okay. So maybe you've said these from time to time. I don't want to be stressed. What you're really saying is, I want to be more stressed. I don't want to get sick. What you're really saying is, I want to get sick. I don't want to not hit my sales goals. That makes sense. What you're saying is, I want to not hit my sales goals. I don't want to be late. You're telling the universe, I want to be late. Once we become aware of our thoughts, we can begin to recognize them and begin to change them, right? So here's some more. I need people to join me. No one's going to join me. No one is going to join me. I need to make more money. I will continue to need to make more money. I want to get rid of my debt. I'm attracting more debt in my life. We are all thinking all of the time. We literally think things into existence. When we complain, we are asking the universe for more of the things we are complaining about. Why? Because that is what we're thinking about. It's what we're focused on. If you are listening to somebody else complain, if you're listening to somebody else be negative, if you're agreeing with them on any level, here's the reality. You're thinking about it. You're now attracting more of that. You've now taken on their thoughts, their energy. You've let it enter in your life. And now you're going to attract more of that into your life. This is why it's really important to evaluate who you're hanging out with. We become a sum of the 5 people we hang around with the most. If the people you are hanging around with today are talking about wanting more out of life, wishing they were doing better, focusing on toxic relationships in their life, focusing on illness, talking about lack, blaming, justifying, and looking around you, and only you are allowing them to create your thoughts. I love when people say to me, no, I'm stronger than that. I'm there as a friend, but it doesn't affect me. Look around you. Have you grown? Are you growing as a result of the level of people you're hanging around with? Because here's the truth. I see groups. I see people. When it comes to success, they're either expanding or they're shrinking. And there is so many times I'd love to call people up and let them know this by saying, I love you, but you're hanging around somebody who has not grown in the last year. They're not doing the do. They're not leading from the front. They don't have goals. They don't have discipline. They're really nice. They're sweet. But that's not my place. Not my place. Look around. Who are you allowing to fill your mind? You are giving yourself permission to play small. And a lot of times we justify because we think we're a good friend. We're there to help our friend. No, you're giving yourself permission to stay in your smallness and your comfort zone because you're allowing their bullshit into your mind. Okay. So I'm here to call on your greatness. I'm here to remind you of the power of your thoughts. Your life is in your hands. Your success is in your hands. Your life is a mirror of your most dominant thoughts. Not only do your thoughts create your life, but you have the ability to raise the vibration, the conversation, and the thoughts of people around you. If your thoughts are mostly, right, dominantly of success, goals, health, positivity, abundance, greatness, prosperity, how do you think it will affect people around you? Your friends, your children. It's our job to speak life and possibility and abundance into others. I'm here to coach others to their greatest potential. But you see, that begins with my thoughts. If I don't believe I can, how can I believe you can? Our thoughts shape the people around us. They shape the world around us. Okay. So what do we now know, even if we didn't know it prior to this podcast? Everything that is currently in our life, everything that is around us in our life, even the things we don't love, even what we complain about, we have attracted to us through our thoughts. It may not be easy to hear, but I am asking you to accept this. This is how we grow from here. Nothing can enter our life unless we focus on it. Negative thoughts attract more negative things. It may be things you didn't exactly think about, okay? But they're on the same wavelength and frequency as the negative thoughts we have. Same with the positive things in our life. The more we think about things we love, things we desire, we attract those things, as well as like things, right? Similar to that we're thinking about, that we're going to attract into our life. No one intentionally thinks of negative thoughts to attract negative thoughts. But now we know, we're aware, and it's time to level up. How we think of others impacts us as well. When we think unkind thoughts of others, those thoughts expand. We aren't hurting others, right? With our negative thoughts of them. We're hurting ourselves because we're a magnet. Let's shift our thinking. We're here to level up. Together, let's really think of thoughts of love. When we think of love, we're attracting and drawing those things into our life. When we think of love, we feel love. And when we feel love, we give off the greatest power there is. Our thoughts create our feelings, and our feelings are the greatest tool to create our life. We have two sets of feelings, good feelings, bad feelings. So next week, we're going to talk about how our thoughts create our feelings. We're going to continue on this. Okay. But I'm going to close with a call to action. Okay. We're here to level up our success. We're here to level up our thinking. We've learned the power of thinking positive. We know it could shape the people around us. It has the power to impact the world. And I'm going to step out on a limb here, and I'm going to call on your greatness. I'm going to ask you to realize the power that we have in getting this world back on track. Think about all you've just learned. Now, really, really think about this. How much time are you investing thinking about what you don't want in this world? How much time are you investing thinking about what you don't want to see politically? How much time are you spending pointing fingers at others in reality or in your mind that don't have your views or your beliefs? How has what's going on in the world affected relationships with friends, with family? My friends, like, what are we doing? Can you for a minute realize what we have the power to create in this world if we would think of only good? if we were committed to being the difference in the world, most people today are thinking and focusing on what they don't want, what they don't agree with, who they don't like. And in reality, who died and left us, God, right? I'm certainly not saying that I haven't done the same, okay? But remember, with every podcast, I'm not only talking to you, I'm talking into myself. I'm reminding myself the power of my thoughts, the power of our feelings. And I'm going to leave you with a quote from Mother Teresa, okay? People are often unreasonable and self-centered. Forgive them anyway. If you are kind, people may accuse you of ulterior motives. Be kind anyway. If you are honest, people may cheat you. Be honest anyway. If you find happiness, people may be jealous. Be happy anyway. The good you do today may be forgotten tomorrow. Do good anyway. Give the world the best you have, and it may never be enough. Give your best anyway. For you see, in the end, it's between you and God. It was never between you and them anyway. Our thoughts can bridge gaps. Our thoughts can end division. Our thoughts can reunite. Life is precious. Life is a gift. What difference are you committed to make in your thoughts, in your success, in your life, in your health, and in our world? Love always wins, and the power of positive thinking has a way to transform everything. I love you all.